My beloved child, this message did not reach you by accident. It found you in a quiet moment because I know exactly where your heart has been wandering. I see the tension in your chest when the room goes silent. I hear the questions you don't say out loud. And I need you to hear this clearly before you misunderstand yourself again. The anxiety you feel is not a lack of faith in me. I know that you love me. I know that you trust me. I also know that sometimes, even when love is real and trust is sincere, fear still whispers. That does not disqualify you. You are human. Humans feel. And I love you in your humanity, not in spite of it. My precious one, let me interrupt your scrolling, your overthinking, your late-night spirals right now. You weren't looking for this message, but it was released for you, especially you, the one who stays strong in public but unravels in private, the one who sits alone at night, phone in hand, pretending everything is fine while your thoughts race at 3 a.m. You've asked yourself, if I really trusted God, why do I still feel this way? And that question has quietly been hurting you more than the anxiety itself. Listen to me. Anxiety is not proof that you doubt me. It is proof that you care deeply and feel intensely. It is the weight of responsibility you carry, the desire to do right, the fear of disappointing me, others, or yourself. This message is an interruption because I refuse to let you keep interpreting your emotions as failure. If this is already touching something deep inside you, hit like not for the algorithm, but as a quiet acknowledgement that you are receiving this. My chosen soul, you were never wired like everyone else. Others can detach easily. You cannot. Others can numb themselves. You feel everything. You notice shifts in tone. You replay conversations in your mind. You wonder if you should have sent that message or not sent it at all. Even in car rides, with music playing, your mind drifts back to what if, and did I do enough? That sensitivity is not weakness, it is design. I shaped you to be aware, to be deep, to be responsive to unseen things. But when a sensitive spirit lives in a demanding world, anxiety tries to move in. Not because your faith is small, but because your heart is big. Type I am not broken in the comments if this truth is settling into you right now. There was a season you didn't talk about, a hidden testing season. You kept showing up while quietly falling apart. Silent tears, long pauses before responding, smiling when you wanted to disappear. You prayed, but your hands still shook. You trusted me, but your stomach still tightened when uncertainty came. And you judged yourself harshly for that contradiction. But hear me now, I never measured your faith by the absence of anxiety. I measured it by the fact that you kept coming back to me anyway. Even when your mind was loud, you still whispered my name. Even when you were scared, you still chose not to give up. That is faith under pressure, and it matters more than you know. Within the next 14 days, something that has been weighing on your mind will begin to lose its grip. Not all at once, but noticeably. Pay attention, my beloved child. Others could not carry what you carry. They wouldn't survive the mental load you live with daily, the responsibility, the self-awareness, the constant evaluation of your own heart. That's why you feel tired in ways sleep doesn't fix. But I never asked you to carry this alone. Anxiety crept in when you started carrying tomorrow without me, when you tried to manage outcomes instead of trusting my presence in the process. That doesn't mean you failed, it means you forgot you were allowed to rest. Subscribe if you understand that this channel is not for everyone, only for those who are ready to hear truth without condemnation. Here is the truth you need to receive now. Your assignment is not perfection, it is trust with honesty. I am not asking you to pretend you're calm when you're not. I am asking you to bring me the fear instead of hiding it. Your healing begins the moment you stop shaming yourself for feeling human. Within 40 days, I will place you in a moment where you realize how much stronger you've become. Not because anxiety vanished, but because it no longer controls your decisions. You will move forward even while your heart beats fast. That is courage. That is obedience. Before this year ends, There will be a shift in how you speak to yourself. The inner dialogue that has been harsh will soften. The panic that once lingered will shorten its visits. Peace will come in waves at first, then longer stays. Not because life becomes easy, but because you stop fighting yourself. I am not removing your emotions. I am teaching you how to live without being ruled by them. Now, my chosen one, the choice is yours. You can keep delaying peace by believing the lie that anxiety means you don't trust me, or you can accept my truth right now. Obedience in this moment looks like surrender, not control. It looks like letting me love you as you are, not as you think you should be. Do not delay this decision. Delay hardens fear. Delay keeps you stuck. This moment matters more than you realize. Choose to trust me with your anxiety, not after it disappears. And watch what I do next, my beloved child. Stay with me. Do not rush past what is happening inside you right now. Something is unlocking, and it requires your attention. You see, the moment you stop fighting your anxiety as if it were an enemy, it loses its authority over you. Anxiety only grows powerful when you believe it defines you. But the instant you say, I feel this, and I still trust God, its grip weakens. This is the activation point. This is where fear realizes it no longer has permission to lead. I watched you almost walk away before, almost give up, almost assume you were failing spiritually because your chest felt tight and your thoughts wouldn't slow down. But I stepped in before that lie could root itself. That is why this message is long. That is why it is precise. I am rewiring how you understand yourself. From this moment forward, when anxiety rises, you will no longer panic about the panic. You will breathe. You will remember my voice. And you will move anyway. Type I choose trust if you are ready to activate this shift. My precious one, I have seen you during the hours no one else witnesses. The nights when sleep avoids you, when you stare at the ceiling replaying conversations, decisions, and possible futures, when your heart races for no clear reason and you wonder what's wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. Those moments were never wasted. I was training you to recognize my presence even when your emotions are loud. You learned how to function while uncomfortable. You learned how to pray without perfect words. You learned how to survive without applause. That is rare strength. In the next 7 nights, you will experience at least one moment of unexpected calm. It will surprise you. Receive it. Do not analyze it away. Hear me clearly now, because this truth will free you. Faith is not emotional consistency. Faith is relational commitment. You trusted me even when your feelings contradicted your beliefs. You kept choosing me even when your nervous system was overwhelmed. That is not weak faith, that is mature faith. Many walk away the moment they feel discomfort. You stayed. You questioned, but you stayed. You doubted yourself, but you stayed connected to me. That is why I call you chosen. Not because you never shook, but because you never fully let go. If this resonates deeply, hit like. Let it mark this moment. From now on, your anxiety will no longer be a signal to retreat. It will become a signal to listen, to slow down, to ask me what matters now, not what might happen later. You will stop borrowing fear from futures that haven't arrived. Within the next 21 days, you will notice yourself responding differently to situations that once overwhelmed you. The same triggers, but a new response. This is evidence of transformation, not coincidence. Do not rush this process. Do not compare your timeline to others. I am working deeply, not quickly, but I must warn you, my child, because love tells the truth. If you delay accepting this truth, if you keep telling yourself you must be fixed before you are loved, anxiety will keep knocking louder, not because it is strong, but because you are refusing peace access to your heart. Delay does not protect you. Delay prolongs the battle. This is your moment to stop interpreting emotions as failure and start seeing them as invitations to trust me more intimately. Obedience now looks simple, but it is powerful. Speak to yourself gently. Pray honestly. Rest without guilt. Move forward without waiting to feel fearless. I am not asking you to eliminate anxiety. I am asking you to stop letting it decide your worth. This moment matters. Do not scroll away unchanged. Choose me here. Choose truth here. Choose peace here. And watch how quietly but permanently your life begins to shift. My beloved child, you are still here because something in you knows this voice is familiar. Not loud, not forceful, but steady, anchoring. Let me go deeper now because surface reassurance was never enough for you. My precious one, your body has been carrying stories your mouth never told. That tightness in your chest did not come from nowhere. It formed during seasons when you had to be strong too early, when you had to figure things out alone, when you learned to stay alert because rest didn't feel safe yet. That is why anxiety shows up even when nothing is wrong. Your nervous system learned survival before it learned safety. And I have never been offended by that. I have been patient with it. When you feel anxious for no clear reason, that is not rebellion, it is memory. And healing memory takes gentleness, not shame. In the next 30 days, I will begin retraining what your body expects. Moments that once triggered panic will slowly begin to register as neutral. This will feel unfamiliar at first. Do not resist it. Let peace feel strange until it feels normal. Do not be discouraged when peace comes and goes. Waves do not mean failure. They mean transition. You are moving from survival into stability, and your system is learning how to trust calm again. Some days will feel clear. Other days will feel heavy for no obvious reason. This does not mean you are going backward. It means old patterns are losing their authority. Before this year ends, there will be one moment, small but unmistakable, where you realize, I didn't spiral like I used to. That realization will mark a turning point. Remember this, consistency is not the absence of hard days. It is returning to truth faster each time. My beloved child, you underestimate how strong you already are. You think strength looks like calm confidence, but strength in you has looked like getting up while shaking, praying while uncertain, loving while afraid of loss. You stayed kind in a world that made you anxious. You stayed soft when becoming numb would have been easier. That tells me everything about your heart, and that heart I trusted. Within the next 14 days, you will receive confirmation through a conversation, a moment, or an unexpected piece that you are not as fragile as you feared. Now listen carefully, because love also warns. If you continue to delay surrender, if you keep waiting to feel ready before resting, healed before trusting, calm before moving, anxiety will continue to masquerade as caution. You will confuse fear with wisdom. You will stall what is meant to move. Delay will not protect you from pain. It will only postpone freedom. This moment is a hinge. What you choose now affects how long this season lasts. So, here is the choice, my chosen one. You can keep trying to outthink your anxiety, or you can trust me inside it. You can keep postponing peace until everything feels certain, or you can obey now and let peace grow as you walk. Obedience today looks like this. Stop arguing with my love. Stop questioning whether you are failing me. Stop disqualifying yourself for feeling human. This moment matters. Do not scroll past it unchanged. Choose rest. Choose trust. Choose to believe me over your fear. And as you do, you will notice quietly, gently, unmistakably, that anxiety no longer defines your faith. I am with you, and I am not leaving, my beloved child. This is the closing moment, and it is not symbolic. It is instructional. Right now, you are standing at a spiritual intersection. One path leads back to the familiar cycle: overthinking, self-doubt, waiting until you feel better, and calling that wisdom. The other path requires obedience and discomfort. It requires you to trust me now, not later. Hear this warning clearly. If you delay this decision, anxiety will keep speaking as if it has authority, not because it is stronger, but because you hesitated when I invited you to rest. Delay always extends the lesson. So, here is your call to action. And it is simple, but it is not casual. Choose me in this moment. Not after you calm down, not after you understand everything. Now, if you are ready to stop judging yourself for being human, Type "I choose obedience" in the comments. Let that be your public declaration, even if no one else understands it. Hit like if you are done shaming yourself for emotions I already understand. Subscribe, but only if you know this channel is not entertainment. It is alignment, and alignment is not for everyone. Do not scroll away unchanged. Do not postpone peace. Do not ignore this invitation. This moment matters more than you think.